If you're thinking to yourself, I cheated and just went to a Carl's Jr. or Hardees and picked up a Superstar because that's what a Superstar looks like, look at that. If you know what this looks like, you know that, right? I didn't. I made that. And I'm going to show you how to make it because it is easier and harder than you think. There's a couple secrets. There is one huge secret in here that no one seems to know about. I did my research. This thing's kind of elusive. They don't even remember when it was first introduced. I'm serious. No one wrote it down. That's kind of weird, isn't it? I'm assuming it was probably early 80s, somewhere in that range, maybe 70s, somewhere in there. I don't know. But right now, I'm going to show you how to reproduce the Carl's Jr. and Hardees Superstar and Famous Star because, spoiler alert, it's just the one single patty. Double patty makes it a Superstar. But I've already talked enough. It's time to get started so I can eat this thing. Let's go. If you're trying to make a Superstar, you gotta know how to make the secret sauce. Wait, you didn't know there was a secret sauce? Oh man, I guess they're really good at keeping a secret. Well, the secret's out. Now you know. Secret sauce. Relish, ketchup. There you go. Not really much of a secret. We're just gonna eyeball this because I'm making one Superstar. If you're making a lot of them, maybe I'll have a thing over here for a ratio of how to do this, but maybe not. It's gotta have a fair amount of ketchup on it because if it doesn't get all over the place, it's what was the old thing that they used to say. All right, this is sweet relish. I have no information if it's dill relish or sweet relish. I gotta assume it's sweet relish, right? Come on. So we're just gonna put in about yay much, not a lot. And this is a pretty good, well-kept secret because nobody knows the recipe for this exactly. Is it just diced pickles? Is it relish? Is it what? There's a lot of stuff in relish besides diced pickles. If it's just diced pickles, well then it's slightly different. But we'll find out in a second when we make this and go, yeah, wait a minute. It smells different than ketchup. Is this mixed up well enough? Yes, it is. Okay. Do the pinky test. Pinky test. That's, yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure it's sweet relish. I would, yeah, I'm going to say that it is, because the Superstar has a flavor to it. Well, if you're trying to recreate this, it's kind of hard to figure out. This is what you've been missing this whole time. There you go, secret's out. Back to the burger. Carl's Jr. and Hardees are pretty much bragging about how they charbroil all their stuff, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Ours is on an actual grill. This is on a weird thing with, I don't know. We got some seasoning salt. That's the Lowry's variety. That's going to give you a pretty close flavor to how they're seasoning their stuff. This is meat that I ground myself. It's a little extra fatty, probably 75-25. So it's giving off a lot of smoke and a lot of flame as all that extra fat renders out of it. It looks delicious and it's going to taste amazing. Speaking of charbroiled, take a look at this view right here, huh? How is that grill cam, extreme close-up? All right, let's go back and make a burger. Would this be an awkward time to ask for a like and subscribe? All right, the burgers are off the grill, and now we cheese them. You don't cheese them on the grill because that's not the way they do it. And if you want to try and recreate something, you have to understand the method because you can get this without cheese. So every time they put one on the grill, it doesn't automatically have cheese on it. They do it as it comes off because you ordered it with cheese. If not, it doesn't have cheese on it. Okay, so here's the crazy thing. Right now is the most important part of making a Superstar because if you get this wrong, it won't taste like a Superstar. Everything has to be in the exact right position. I have done so much research on this, seriously. My wife loved the Superstar and we didn't have a Carl's Jr. anywhere near us for a couple of years and I had to figure out how to make this and she kept getting mad at me because I missed that one thing. A, it was the secret sauce. B, it's the order it goes in. This is very important, so pay attention. Thank you. All right, we have our bun. It's slightly toasted. It has sesame seeds. Gotta have that. We got some mayonnaise here. Whatever regional mayonnaise you have, use it. It's fine. We're putting this on the top and bottom buns because that's the way it's supposed to be. There you go. And we're doing it at the same time, even though we're starting from the bottom up, because it saves time. Okay, the next thing going down, it's the pickles. We're going to put a few pickles on this, enough to fill this up, because you want it pickly. It better be pickly delicious. Otherwise, it's not a superstar or a famous star. Now, lettuce. If you've ever eaten at one of these places, Carl's or Hardees, you know that this is the piece of lettuce you always get. You never get the fancy frilly stuff, so I included it just for show and tell. I don't like that piece. Or they will give you like the folded over piece that's like an inch thick. Come on, we get it. You're selling real lettuce. Great. But they always have a lot of lettuce on it. I mean, it's got a ton of lettuce on it, more than you would think. You have, right now, going down, 2 tomatoes. These are just the like vine ripened tomatoes going on this. If you want to use one giant like beefsteak tomato, the giant huge thing, go for that. That is fine. Now we have onion. This is the weirdest onion I ever saw. Anyways, onions are organic. They grow from the earth, and they do what they want. And that one wanted to have a little bump on the side of it. So anyways, 4 rings of onion, and they have to be the right size and the right place in here. It's way more onion than you think it is, but that's the way it goes. Okay, now, if you do this, you have a famous star. Put the sauce here. We're going to sauce the top, because this is where the ketchup secret sauce goes. And there's a lot of it because they're psychos. So we have that. You put that on here, you have a famous star. That's it. Superstar, you put the second one on. Second one on becomes a superstar. That's the only difference between the two. If you want to cut down your meat intake by about 115 grams or so, something like that, that's what you got to do, because those are the quarter-pound patties right there. That's a half pound of meat, and that, my friends, is what a superstar is. If you look at the brochure of what this thing is supposed to look like, if you look at the actual marketing thing, I believe that is what it looks like, isn't it? Is that it right there? Yep. That's it. That is how you make the Carl's Jr. famous star superstar sort of thing. That's it. I'm going to take a thumbnail real fast before this thing doesn't look that pretty. And then I'll be back in 1 second. And then we're going to dig into it and eat it. And I'm going to, because they're delicious. Hang on. All right, folks. I'm back. I'm prepared, because they had a slogan in the 90s, which was, if it doesn't get all over your face or all over your place, it doesn't deserve in your place. I don't know, one of those things. Something like that. All I remember was the girl in the bikini washing the car. Please tell me it wasn't Paris Hilton. Please tell me it wasn't her. Anyways, I think there was another one. Wasn't there? Really hoping so. Anyways, sorry, took a side note there. Let's dig into this thing. Just eat it. I'll stop yammering on about weird things. I'm going to cut this thing in half, because it's a little easier to eat if you cut it in half. Plus, you can get the dissected view of this thing as she's trying to slide around on me. Oh. She is already dripping. She's already going. She's making a mess. Yeah, she's a she. Anything this delicious is a she. She's about to be an ex-she, because I'm going to eat this thing. Going in. And yes, it's upside down. Sorry. Yep. First of all, 100%. That is absolutely the flavor. If you know what this thing tastes like, you know what that tastes like. But way better. Maybe not way better, because the Superstar's pretty good on its own. It is a pretty good burger. But it has all the perfect flavors. And that secret sauce, the ketchup pickle mixture, 100%. That is exactly the thing that, if you've been trying to recreate this, that's what you've been missing. Because it is a pretty well-kept secret. It really is. But now you know the secret. You're welcome. And that's basically that right there. I have a few other ideas of some things. But if there's another iconic burger that you want to see done, that isn't the Whopper, because that's the next video. Spoiler alert! Okay, I'm doing that one. Then what else do you want to see? What else is there out there in the world that you're interested in? Try and keep it iconic, like, you know, grew up with memories of, there's still stuff all over me. You know, memories of childhood kind of sort of thing. Even if it's a regional favorite, I can usually find some pretty interesting information. Like the Burger Chef. Does anybody remember the Burger Chef? Was it Indiana, I believe it was, that had that? It was kind of a knockoff of the Big Mac. I'm curious. I never had one. I might have to make one of those. If you have anything else like that you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. I love the comments. I love to read them, and if you give me a good comment, I might make your video. So until then, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys being here watching these stupid things, because you know, it's fun, and without you, I'm just sitting here talking to a camera for no reason. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Until then, have a good one. See you later.